This is my intro. Hey, welcome to my channel. Ow. Welcome to my channel. Hey kids, I know it's been a while since I made a video. I have not been having the motivation to do a video. Um, but I definitely wanted to come on here. It is December 23rd. Um, so before I get into it, Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays, whatever you choose, from me and my family to you and yours. I'm sorry, I'm just looking at my hair. A lot of people have asked me or inboxed me, like in my videos, my little shorts from other social media platforms, what this is. I don't know if you can see it, this indentation right there. I have sleep apnea and I wear a sleep mask. So a lot of people say it's always, they thought that it was, a few people said they thought, I'm going to get it together. A few people have said or have inquired asking if I'm in some sort of African tribe because they see the mark on the same place all the time. No. And I get it. I understand because it's strategically placed. It's always there. The answer is no. I have sleep apnea and I wear a mask. I don't wear the full mask. I wear the nasal mask. And of course, the band goes around here. You'd hardly see it on this side because I sleep on my left side. That's where I always end up sleeping on my left side. So that's that. So I'm just looking at my hair and what it looked like when I first started. And I love my little hair. Go on, girl, get it. Anyway, this is the Christmas season, and lots of people are doing their thing, running around like crazy and getting different gifts and, excuse me, doing this, that, and the other, breaking the bank. Don't do that. Don't break the bank. Listen, my husband and I have decided anyone under 10 years old will get a gift. Anyone over 10, you're old enough to know that there is no Santa Claus and that you'll be all right. Majority of the time, these children, they get gifted all year long. What do you get children who get everything? What do you get children who have everything? More stuff? Where are you going to put it? We already have to do a spring cleaning now. And our children are adults. Like the youngest will be 22 come next year. So, I mean, we're good. And the oldest is going to be 30. Whoa. 30. 32. 31. So, we're good. Look at that. Look at that. I cannot get away from that. That right there. And then my daughter broke another one yesterday. Well, it was already one missing. But then my daughter, the stick broke. So she was trying to open up the blinds and let some sun in. And then broke another one. The things are just brittle. We need to get rid of them. We've had them up here since we got the house. Anyway, I was totally off subject. But what was I talking about? Oh yeah, kids. Yeah. My suggestion, and I don't know, you may have seen the video that I did or the short that I put up on other social media platforms about Christmas shopping. My suggestion is this, and you can try it next year, especially if you have littles or if you have littles that you actually shop for. When school starts, the week of school starting, that entire week, get a Christmas list together. Get a Christmas list. Either if the littles are old enough to write out their own list, teach them, sit down with them and have them give you a Christmas list. They have that entire week, first week of school, to get it out of the way. You share that list with family and friends. You find out who's getting what for whom. The same way you would if you were setting up a Thanksgiving feast. You would find out who's bringing the ham, who's bringing the turkey. Same rules apply. Find out what person, what human being is getting what off this little's list. And then every payday, you knock one of the gifts off the list. You should be done by Thanksgiving. Save yourself the hassle. Stay in the house and watch videos of people running in the stores like chickens with their heads cut off, trying to find these expensive gifts that kids are only going to play with 5 minutes or 5 days after Christmas. It's what it worked for me when I was a single mom. Before I got married, clearly I was a single mother. It worked for me. And my children's birthdays are right around Christmas. Like my boys are in January, the first week of 2 weeks of January. And my daughter is the week of Thanksgiving. So I definitely had to have a strategy, and it executed very well, because there's no sense in spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on gifts, and your mortgage and or rent are right around the corner. So you're spending all these hundreds of dollars and thousands of dollars on gifts and can't turn the lights on to see them because you didn't pay your electric bill or because you're being set up. It's different things, and I'm rambling on, but I'm serious about this. Find your rhythm. Definitely find your rhythm, or suggest that to someone else, especially if they have littles and they have either they're a single parent or even if they're not a single parent. Things like that work. It's never too soon to plan. And like I said, that's something that worked for me. So I'm just rambling today. I am working. But on my job, we are able to work from home, work remotely the entire week of Thanksgiving and the entire week of Christmas. So I just wanted to hop on here really quickly. I didn't have much to say, like I clearly, but look at that. I just got so distracted all over again, and I was done rambling about that. But nonetheless, I'm not gonna get it fixed because we're getting the kitchen remodeled, and that's gonna be a part of it. Oh, can I tell you about a blessing that happened? My husband and I were in the grocery store Saturday morning, and my husband went to the restroom. I was at the checkout line, and I was putting my stuff up on the belt, and this woman in front of me, her and her husband, a little older, I'm guessing late 60s, early 70s. She turns around to me and she says, "Ma'am, my husband and I are very blessed. Would you mind if I were to pay for your groceries?" Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Such a blessing. Out of the blue. Let me tell you something. My husband and I were just in the car speaking about tithing and speaking about blessings. How we feel better and how we feel good blessing others. How good it makes us feel. That was right on time. That was right on time. We weren't hurting for the money. We had the money for the groceries. But I don't know who you worship. But the only thing I could say was, God bless you. I appreciate you. And I find myself throughout the day, but especially yesterday and after that happened, just randomly saying, Lord, I thank you. And my husband was coming out of the restroom and he saw what line I was in. And I mouthed over to him, "Come here now." And so he came over quickly because he thought something was wrong. And then I told him what the woman said. And we were almost in tears. Knowing that there are good people out there in the world, that just reassured us. That definitely sealed the deal for that, for those thoughts that there are good people out here in the world. And so my husband and I, her and her husband, They were only getting a few things, and he left and he went to pull the car around, and she lingered. She stayed, and we just racked up, and it was over $250 worth of groceries that we had up there. She didn't flinch after after it was tallied up. Um, we stepped aside. She went up. She used her card, paid for it, gave us the receipt. She gave both of us a hug and said, "God bless you." She said, "My husband and I have been saving some money, and we're driving up to New York. And we stopped in here to go to the store and get a couple of things to put in our cooler. And we just decided literally right here that we're going to bless someone. And it just turns out that you put your stuff on the turnstile before, right after us. And I'm thinking, Lord, I thank you. Lord, I thank you. And that freed up cash to pay it forward. So I thought that I would just share that before I got off here, because I actually do have to start getting some work done. But being a blessing and receiving a blessing are amazing. But for us, being a blessing is best. But I wasn't about to block that blessing. Thank you, Lord. But I just wanted to share that. That was beautiful. And she was, like, Merry Christmas, and she walked out while my husband and I, we walked out behind her. When we got out of the store, I don't know where she went. I don't know what it had to maybe have been 5 seconds, 5 to 7 seconds that she walked out the door, and then we walked out the door. Didn't see what direction. Now, maybe her husband was in the car waiting for her, clearly, because he walked out first. So he surely had enough time to get the car and come wait at the door. And I guess it was so busy, there were so many cars around. I wasn't sitting here looking to see if there were any North Carolina tags, but I didn't see any remnant of her. I didn't see her coat. And I got a great look at what she looks like. So, ma'am, if you see this, I don't know that you would, but I can't doubt that you wouldn't. Thank you. My husband and I, my family and I, we thank you. And God bless you and your family as well. Like God had you to bless us. So, well, that's all I got for you. Thank you so much for selecting this video. I wish you guys a happy and safe holiday. And until the next video, peace. Thank you for watching. This is the end. Bye.